not saying that shit. I think that nigga's on the phone.
We just waiting on them.
Woo! Man.
I'm actually still lit.
You still lit from last night? Freak, man. I used to think that it cut off whenever it did that, but it'll still keep going.
So we got the excitement for the NBA season. Down the years, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years. Next 2 years, I'm gonna give that a 3. 4 years,
Wait, what?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. And within 5 years, I would give the NBA another. I think it's gonna go back down to like a 3. I don't think the NBA is not gonna get better until we have at least 20 something games. The only reason why I feel
20
like
games during the regular season?
the only reason why I feel like we only had the 81 games is
Just
because of
years.
the fact of it was a different like I was saying about the Isaiah Thomas thing. It's more about like the time. People aren't staying at home watching these games no more. If anything, we're watching highlights because it's too many games.
I'm not gonna
So-
hold you. That's a fact.
So, if anything,
Gibbs,
for
you
us
don't
to
watch
get
basketball.
our attention back and actually know that these games matter, then we need less games. We need at
20
least
is not
26
enough games, bro.
26
20
games
in the regular season.
is going to be
I-
competitive
this is-
games.
I can see
These are
no
going to
more than
be
50.
52, 56 games too. I've seen that too, but 26 games whenever I used to do that in 2K League and have the appreciation,
Still simming the games.
the appreciation from the fans was a lot better.
I do
The
think,
players didn't get hurt.
I do think with the new generation, people's attention, not even the new generation.
It's not the
just-
same.
They can't hear you, bro.
It's really everyone. Old people, young people. The attention span's not there. People don't want to tune in for that long
At all.
to get to the off season.
Gibbs, not to interrupt you. I just got a question for you.
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched basketball?
But I watch basketball every day at work. I watch highlights.
At work,
At
meaning
work.
at
We all
home.
watch
Like
highlights.
YouTube.
We all watch
I watch
highlights.
highlights.
What was the
Only-
last?
only
What was the
watch
last one?
highlights.
What was the last highlights you watched?
The Laker game when they played Dallas.
When's the last time you watched the highlights of a game that wasn't hype? Because that had hype behind it. That was the
That
reason
might
you
be the
watched.
point that we're all getting at.
Right.
Is
That's what
where's
we're
the
saying.
Well,
excitement?
so
There is
wait,
no
hold on.
excitement.
Look, you're with Gibbs on this.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no excitement in the NBA. It's not the Lakers or.
And if it's not the
Yeah.
postseason, if it's not
See,
the playoffs,
the reason
it's
that
not
they're
exciting.
saying that there's no hype in the NBA right now is because they don't really love the game.
NBA is boring.
You know,
Shit's
NBA
lame.
they don't
is
really
boring.
have.
It goes back-
You have
but
to
listen,
have
though.
a real
Listen,
love for
it goes-
basketball to whenever you watch. You could watch the worst team play the second worst team, but if you got that love right here,
This goes back to
you're
the
gonna be
NFL,
able to
bro.
find the beauty in every game. You heard?
It goes back to the NFL. It's the same with the NFL. I'd rather watch college football. I'd rather watch college sports in general because it's just more exciting.
I'd rather watch NFL football over college football because I don't know enough people in college football, so I don't like looking at a bunch of people running around and have I don't know their identity. I don't know who they are.
I kind of like watching both because of the fact of college football is more of like the upcomers, and then you have the solidified.
They got that
vets.
grit. They got the
Yeah,
grit in
so
them.
it's like
But it goes back.
you
to
get
the
to
NBA
see-
thing.
They can't hear
We're
you.
Off topic. We're getting off topic. We're supposed to be on the NBA.
I like to talk while I'm going.
But
I'm
I,
talking.
but I think
you know?
personally, I think we're just getting older, and that
Who's getting older?
We are.
You talking about us?
All of us. Yes.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Our stars are getting older from what we grew up watching.
They are.
LeBron's been in the league 20 years. Like, does the younger generation feel?
LeBron's
as
been in the
excited?
league longer than he's not been in the league.
Facts. That's a fact. But my point is,
That's crazy.
Dang,
I know, right?
That is a crazy
that is
fact.
wild.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a little bit older than my sister. You're like a year older. than
Yo,
her,
that's kind of crazy.
which is not that old.
They've been getting money for that long.
Like
Yeah.
LeBron's not that old.
Getting money
Marvin's older than LeBron. That's crazy.
How old is Marvin? Another book.
Stop.
But
We
yeah,
can't stop
another
name
book.
dropping.
At the end of the day, I think that
You can pick that up.
at the end of the day, I feel as though our stars are getting phased out. Does the younger generation feel as excited to watch basketball
No,
nowadays? Like the Jalen Greens of the league,
No.
shit like that? Are they?
no.
You know,
They
are
first of
those
all,
their LeBrons and shit?
those are the guys that are gonna
They
carry
like
the
Giannis.
league.
They like Giannis. They like.
There's a lot of people that's like. There's a lot of guys that are still in the
Ja
NBA
Morant.
who's still gonna like. We can't forget about Zion. Like even though he's been inconsistent, he
Zion,
still puts
He's
on
a
a show.
fucking nut.
He still puts on a show when he
Yes.
plays.
I'm not going.
Don't bring in his off the court shenanigans, but
Yeah.
when he plays, he's still very effective and he still has the respect from his peers in the NBA. He still puts on a show.
Okay.
You got guys like Shea.
So give
Shea's
me,
putting on a
give me
show
top
still.
5 youngins.
Top 5, LaMelo Ball,
Okay.
Yeah.
I give you that.
Ja Morant,
LaMelo might.
Ja
Anthony
Morant.
Edwards,
Anthony Edwards.
Shea.
Okay, shot good Shea.
It's a lot of them. I'm really trying to top 5.
That's actually gonna
Jalen
be-
Green. Jalen Green is a
So
bucket.
y'all think that these players are going
Darius
to
Garland. My
hold
goodness.
the torch for the NBA?
They're holding the torch now.
I think LaMelo
How?
and Jalen.
The reason is because the on the Eastern Conference, Western Conference, all the teams that are winning are young bulls.
And honestly,
But my
I
thing
think we'll
is,
see this next year when it comes to the playoffs. We're gonna start seeing them like boom and blow up. Because Steph Curry,
they're not no rookies.
but
They're
do you
not, but
think-
they're still-
do
if you're
y'all
under
think that they're
27
better than our all stars,
when they were
Carmelo Anthony,
when they were at that
D
prime,
Wade, Dirk.
But they're gone now.
I know,
That's
but do
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
that they would? But at that time, when they were
You
at
think they'll rely
25
on
and younger,
But
do you
Yes.
think
That-
you think they're
that's-
gonna
that's not-
they're gonna be better?
that's not
I
the
don't know
Jason
about
that's
better. I
that's
don't know
not the
about better.
that's not the point though.
I just
I don't know
don't
about better.
see.
I don't
them
think they're gonna
even
be-
being
But
close.
It's about-
the league now.
I
But
don't see
we're
them being
talking
close.
about
Nah.
keeping the people engaged. Their skill set, these young guys are good enough to keep people engaged and
Sure.
excited.
Nah, I already said it. This was our last gold in USA, and this is it, fellas. I'm trying to tell y'all now. This is it. The competition
we'll see in
level
LA.
is no
Mm.
longer the same.
I don't know, but you got to think about it. I don't
It's no
think
longer
all
the same.
those people that we
They're even
competed
trying to make
against.
the NBA international.
But I don't
because of
know-
the fact of
But
we're
I don't know
losing
all.
viewership.
I don't know all those people on the other teams that we played in the Olympics. I don't know that those guys are young. Those guys look like they was getting up in age too. So soon
Yeah.
they gonna be done,
Yeah.
and they're young bulls over there not seeing our young bulls, bro. When our young bulls in the NBA come together and be like, all right, we are the ones now. We want to play on the USA team. We're too young, too fast, too skilled. The other, they're not seeing us, bro. We're gonna definitely get another goal.
I believe that.
I
But
don't see us
I don't see
getting
them winning.
better. I see us.
We may not get better,
yeah, I
but
see us
you
staying
gotta think
at
about the NBA is still
steady-
the best hoopers in the world, bro.
steady.
Yeah, I don't think it was down now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
terms
the
of-
NBA players aren't the best hoopers in the world, but my thing is the international rate of hoopers now are a lot better than
They used to be,
I
but
think it's better now.
they're not
Not
better than
better.
us. They're not better than us,
After-
bro.
if
You saw
we-
what
okay,
happened.
so
Things almost got smacked,
If we take
the last
LeBron
week.
off, Curry off, KD off, Biombo off, Anthony Davis off, and then we only leave Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum,
Devin Booker,
Devin Booker,
Jalen Brown,
Jalen Brown.
because he was supposed to be on the team.
Yeah, so I
And-
don't see that team beating
They could beat the
everyone
world.
in the world. No,
Jason
Not
Tatum,
going undefeated.
they
at
don't gotta
least.
be undefeated, but Jason Tatum, Anthony
lose.
Edwards, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and then we start adding all the other young boys that might want to play.
Like, who's gonna be a prominent big that's not international? I mean,
Jaren
that's
Jackson Jr. He's good enough.
not- who?
Jaren Jackson Jr.
For Memphis.
Yeah, he's good enough to be in that starting lineup. Like, and then
To
who
be
else?
A USA gold medalist.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you.
He's gonna stop Wemby.
Well, Wemby didn't really do much against us, he didn't really do much, to
And
be
that's
honest.
he kind of did, but the only thing is
He
because
didn't.
he's still the youngin on that team. Once
But
he
we're talking
gets
about
to
the
be
youngins.
Yeah, I know. But once he is 4 years from now, and he's the vet for France, I promise you, it's not gonna be the same story.
Well, I still think that the NBA.
Thanks, Gibbs. Thanks, Gibbs. Thanks, Gibbs. Thanks, Gibbs.